I have worked with so many producers, musicians, and artists over the last 20 years, and I have noticed a pattern that is honestly painful to watch. I know musicians with perfect pitch and incredible voices who are broke, sad, and stuck in a rut. And yet I see others who are average at best, but they're out touring the world, making millions and building massive fan bases. Why? Is the industry rigged? I mean, I guess maybe sometimes, but usually that's not the case. Usually it's because the successful artist figured out a set of uncomfortable truths that the talented ones refuse to accept. Today, I'm gonna share the lessons that separate the hobbyists from the professionals. And these are the things that I wish someone would have told me 10 years ago when I was trying to get anyone to listen. Let's dive in. So let's talk about why talent is actually a dangerous trap for musicians. Because the thing is we can lean on talent and think, oh, that person is so talented, they're gonna go far. Or, oh, I'm not talented enough for that. We think as producers, if I just get good enough at mixing, if I just get good enough at mastering or at playing my instrument, at writing my songs, then things will blow up. Then things will really take off. Now, here's the reality. Talent is an entry fee, but it's not the winning lottery ticket. It's not the only thing that helps things take off, okay? So I have spent years in the music industry. I'm a producer, I'm an artist, I've helped other people with their artistry, I've helped other people release music, and I've produced for other people, I've produced for myself. And the reality is, everybody hits a ceiling where their talent can only take them so far. And then it is hard work and it is savvy and smarts that takes them to the next level. And so if you spend years like obsessing over like, oh, my snare drums just aren't good enough. I don't have enough talent for that. Well, okay, who cares? Just find somebody who can help you with that and move on, because that is causing you to ignore the business, right? So you do need to have some talent, you need to have some gifting, but there is hard work involved, and there is a realization that we might need other people to help us along the way, and that is perfectly okay. You don't have to be all things to all people, and you don't have to have every single skill set in perfection and in top talent, because nobody does, right? And so talent is going to only take you so far, and I just want you to keep that in mind. All of us as musicians have done the whole fake it till you make it thing. And if you're like, I don't know if I have, you have, we all have. Talent can only take us so far, and then sometimes we gotta start faking it a little bit until we make it. And I have done that as a producer, I've done it as a musician. And you know what, I think it's really interesting because there's a little bit of like foreshadowing in that, where you are like, hey, you know what? I am doing this as if I'm an expert. I'm just gonna jump in and act like I know exactly what I'm talking about until I do. And the same goes for like a local band. Here's the thing, let's say, and raise your hand, we've all been there. You show up for a show and there's like one person there and it's your mom, right? Okay, so here's the thing. A local band, local artist, they fail if they walk into an empty room and think, oh, there's no one here, we're not gonna do the show. That's a huge mistake, because they're waiting for the crowd to give them energy. And you wanna know what? You have to bring superstar energy to the empty room first. You gotta believe you're the star, you gotta believe you're the boss before anybody else does. Because if you wait for the applause to give you confidence, you're gonna be waiting forever. And so that is a hard truth that we all have to realize. Sometimes we have to take that piece of humble pie, there's nobody there, and show up and do it for the empty room like it is full, because that's the energy that you bring to the table, and that is what's going to get you to the next step. Because if you're waiting for someone else to give you confidence, you're never gonna get it. Now, there is another truth we need to talk about today, and that is what I like to call chasing trends. And we all do it, right? You open TikTok, you open Instagram, and you're like, oh, that's really funny. That trend is really funny. I want to hop on it. And people will even say in their captions, hopping on this trend because I had to, right? And that's well and good and it's fine, and maybe people get some views that way. But honestly, if you're just chasing what's popular, by the time you copy what someone else has done, the trend is dead, okay? And especially with AI can copy trends faster than you can, but it cannot copy your unique voice. It cannot copy your style and your taste and all of the things. And so what you bring to the table is whatever idea is rolling around in your head. I don't care if it's crazy, I don't care if it's weird, just do it because nobody else is doing it, right? So you wanna be like a chef. You're creating this beautiful tasting menu for somebody. You're not a microwave like reheating what other people made, right? And so I think it's well and good and it's fine if you want to copy trends once in a while, but make sure that that's not how you're building your following, because really honestly they're probably not following you. They're following you because you copied somebody else's thing that they did, right? I have talked to so many influencers who are like, oh yeah, I did this trend and I went viral and I got like 50,000 new followers, but they don't really do anything on my channel. They don't generate any income. They don't comment. They don't share because they're not there for you. So just keep in mind that you bring something unique to the table. So stop looking sideways and think like, okay, I gotta go look at my competition and think, what are they doing? I'm gonna copy that. No, start looking inside yourself. Your taste, your unique capability is the only thing that cannot be replicated. Now, before we keep going, if you're serious about making money with your music, I have something fun for you. Take our 60-second quiz and we'll send you the next steps that fit your level, time, and budget. It's totally free. Just answer some quick questions. Click the link below and you can get started right away. Now, another thing that is a bit of a shame culture for us as musicians is that, well, I have a day job, so I'm not actually a real artist. So does having a day job make you an imposter? Absolutely not. Here's the thing, financial stress kills creativity. Tell me the last time you wrote a song when you were behind on your mortgage. You didn't probably, unless it was a really sad one.
I got the blues. Oh, I can't pay my mortgage blues.
Okay, and so it kills creativity. And so here's the deal, treat your day job like your investor. It's buying your gear, it's paying for your ads, it's funding your dream until the dream pays for itself. Obviously, here at Produce Like a Boss, we are all about building a life in music that you love and making a full-time living with your music from home. So I want you to get there. But the thing is that when survival mode enters the studio, creativity really dies. And there's no shame in a day job that funds your world tour and your big dream. Now, the other thing I want to talk about though is the business side, because the business side of music really kills that creativity as well. And I get it. Nobody wants to sit down and be like, okay, now I gotta register with my PRO and I have to do splits with my songwriters and then I've gotta pay my bills for XYZ and I have to build this business, and I don't want to do that. I just want to create my art. I get it. I get it. Here's the thing though. You cannot have this big life as a musician and an artist without spending time on the business side. You're not gonna have people knocking on your door. Like, here's a classic example, right? The artist who just wants a manager. They're like, I just want somebody to manage my life and manage my career and tell me everything that I need to do and just lay out the carpet for me so I don't have to do anything. Nobody is gonna do that for you until you have enough money to pay them to do that for you, right? If you're not generating any money, they're not gonna wanna work with you because they take a percentage of your income, right? Managers, 30%, 35, 40, whatever it is, it really depends. And so if you're not generating an income, why would they wanna support you? They work on commission, right? And so we have to love the business side, okay? And the reason is because that is the only way that you are going to build this life that you are dreaming of. So yeah, you gotta get your hands dirty a little bit. You gotta write some checks. You gotta deal with some LLCs and some legal stuff and your accountant and all of these things. But that foundation is what is going to make your career take off. So don't despise that stuff. So I have been a musician my whole life, and I've been an entrepreneur for a very long time. As an entrepreneur, I've talked about this before, where it's like we have to have a little bit of delusion. We have to be delusional enough to believe that it's gonna work. We have to obsess over things a little bit, because you've seen talented people quit when it gets hard, right? So the winner is the person who was simply obsessed enough to keep going. They were delusional enough to believe that it was gonna work. I have seen so many artists who have said, my family didn't believe in me. They said, when are you gonna get a real job? They said, you should quit this thing, it's never gonna work. All the things, you fill in the blanks. But you wanna know what? Obsession is trying again and again after a failure. And here at Produce Like a Boss, we are all about giving you actual, actionable options for you to build a business. We don't guess. We don't say, hope that you make it big, hope things take off, hope you get that, million streams on Spotify. No, we actually use real tools and real systems and strategies where we have people making 6 figures a year with their music. And it's because they've obsessed enough to just keep going. So we've talked about a lot here today, and there's some hard truths to realize, but when it comes down to it, you can have all the talent in the world, but if you don't have the hard work to go with it, you're not gonna get very far. So I wanna challenge you today to keep moving forward, keep obsessing over those things that bring you joy, and also take some time for those things that maybe don't bring you so much joy, but that business side really needs to kick in, and ultimately allows you to quit that other job and work full-time with your music from home. We'll see you in the next one. Now remember, we have our 60-second quiz, and you can fill it out today at the link below, and it's gonna help you know your next step to creating music that sticks with people.